Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. We have made it to the other side of the continent, and there are three things that I would like to do here. The first thing is to go and visit this building here. You know, after we have a fight. What in the hell is that supposed to be? 10 points to anyone who can pronounce that. Oh, look at that. Tifa can't reach because it's in the air. This is a perfect time to demonstrate Cloud's new long-range ability. Check that out. Sweet, huh? Well, let's go check out this place. This is called Fort Condor. You sure you should be telling this to a guy who's dressed as a soldier? Okay, what this place is it is a mecha reactor, which has been taken control of by a anti-Shinra group. And the reason why is because a gigantic phoenix has made a nest on the top of it. And they figure Shinra is going to come in and kill it. So they established Fort Condor and are basically holding it. Now Shinra doesn't... Well, Shinra is going to make several times throughout the game attempts at taking the reactor back, and you can participate in the battles if you feel like. You're going to have to fight at least one, but that won't be until Disc 2. I'm sorry, it's not a phoenix, it's a condor. Geez, pushing him into it, aren't they? How did you hear about that? Let's contribute some gil. I'm gonna give him 1,000. Okay, let's do one of these battles. I don't know how much money I have right now. Oh, I don't think I have enough money to do this properly. So I'm going to come back later. But the idea is, it turns into kind of a weird little real-time strategy. And you have to place a bunch of soldiers and stuff all around on the side of the mountain and block the Shinra troops from getting up there. We have shops, the same kind of materia that we've been seeing most of the game. And items. Now down here at the bottom we're going to find an inn. You could have built stairs or something rather than having ladders. Oh, this looks like it's free. Free is for me. Since I don't really have the dough right now, I'm just gonna leave. But almost any time during the game, there's going to be a lot of different battles that you can fight here. Unfortunately, traveling all the way back to Fort Condor is going to take a long time, so I may not do that very often. There's another thing that I want to show you. And it's going to happen in the woods over here. Oh, didn't quite make it. Now, for this to work, I'm going to have to be running around the inside of a forest. And we're going to be waiting for a battle. And let's see if this... No, this is not it. But that kind of reminds me, there's something I can do here. These enemies contain another weapon that we can go and steal. But it may not be too easy, and again, this may take a while. Okay, we got it. We stole a boomerang. Very nice. So what is the boomerang about? Oh, what did I just get? Okay, what happened was we had our first level up with materia. We got enough AP to level up this all materia. Now what that's going to do is it's going to... not too much of a change. Usually we've had the all materia junction here, and it would mean that any magic that it was junctioned with in the double slotted thing would be able to cast against all the enemies. But you'd only be able to do that once per battle. Now that we've reached level 2, we can do it twice per battle, but only with the magic it's junctioned with. The lightning materia down here does not get that same benefit. So that's unfortunate. Also, we got the boomerang weapon. Now, what exactly is the boomerang good for? We don't have any characters that can use the boomerang weapon. Wonder what that's about. Ah, that's a new type of enemy there. Let's go do some killing. I believe that is an enemy skill, but I don't have the enemy skill materia equipped right now, so we can't use it. Looks like our characters are leveling up nicely. Okay, this was the battle I was talking about, only there was something very wrong with it. I'll be fighting the Mystery Ninja here, but ordinarily, according to this guide that I'm reading, you're actually supposed to encounter this enemy about 1 in every 4 battles while wandering around the woods in this area. Unfortunately, I ran around here and then ended up getting into like 30 battles before I found this thing. Which is why I switched out the characters to these, to Cloud and to Barrett and Red 13, because Eris and Tifa had gained a bunch of levels while I was searching around for this enemy here. Oh, that was a quick fight. She didn't die. What is going on here? Okay, we have an option to go and talk to this girl. Well, something could go wrong here, so what do you say we go save? We can't use the save point. Hey, where the hell did she go? Oh, I feel like kind of a chump. And she stole money. 200 gil, oh, that bitch. Well, let's go back and... let's go talk to her instead. Alright, I'll take you on. She actually wants to fight us again? Ridiculous. What are you doing? Wait! Oh, you gotta be kidding! She bolted again? She stole money? Ah, jeez. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, enough screwing around. I'm gonna use the proper choices. You're gonna say you're not interested in fighting her? I don't know what her name is, but you gotta choose Let's Hurry On. Her default name, I believe, was pronounced Yuffie, so I'm gonna keep that. Oh, what the hell is she up to? Now, Yuffie is an optional character. She does not have to be in the party. In fact, I had to go through extraordinary measures to go and recruit her. Let's call her up and stick her in the party. Swap out Red 13, he's at a higher level. Even though Yuffie's at 17. And she can use the boomerang weapon that we had stolen earlier. Also has a carbon bangle, which is pretty awesome. She can throw items too, which is kind of a useless skill, but she's got it anyway. You'd think she'd already have the ability to steal, but whatever. Now, let's move on. Into our first battle with our new character. Now she can, her normal attack is a throwing attack, not talking about the command throw, just like a throwing her weapon. So she is a long-range fighter. That was a pretty good hit. Now we're going to run up here. Now this is something that bothered me the first time I played the game, because if I remember correctly, I didn't quite know where to go. And the reason why is because this town right here is actually hidden pretty damn well when you look at it from this position, especially when you're far away. You end up just looking in down the direction of this peninsula and not seeing what you're supposed to be seeing. But I eventually found it and continued the game. But this town is called, I'm not quite sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but I'm going to call it Junon. So let's go in here. What a dump. Why is it so dark out? Why is no one home? Okay, Junon is another Shinra city. And as you can see by the gigantic pillars that are here for no reason, just like Midgard, it was built on top of a town. Which is kind of like a reoccurring thing for Shinra. They build cities on top of towns, and they suspend them like on top of pillars and stuff, and that's kind of, well, bizarre, but hey, whatever works for them. It also has the side effect of destroying the environment of the town that's beneath it, so in that capacity doesn't really work out too well, does it? Not that Shinra really gives a damn. Now, being a kind of a reoccurring thing, I wondered why Shinra was always doing that in the game. And as it turns out, when I'll just let them talk. I looked into the reason why that was done in the game, and it turns out it was a holdover from a previous version of the game script, where Shinra had been building these power plants, but the result was it ended up destroying the environment, which does kind of happen. But the reason why they built up was to get out of the the raped land that the reactors had destroyed. So they build up to avoid all of that stuff, and they can better get at the energy and all that kind of stuff. It's not really expressed in the game that's why. It's why I'm calling it a holdover and not something that's actively done during the game, but that's the idea of it. Now this elevator will take you up to the city proper, but we can't take that way because this dude's guarding the door. We could try and, like, kill him or something, but no, the game won't let you try it. Unfortunately for these people, the land has been polluted. Ooh, there's a dolphin. Oh yeah, all those industrial pipes and stuff, that looks like a good idea. I don't think the dolphin can speak. What in the hell? Leave the dolphin alone, kid. Oh yeah, this is gonna work out. Boss battle time! Now this one's going to be floating in the air, so you're going to want characters that can attack from a distance. Red 13 can do it only because of magic, Yuffie can attack from a distance because she has a throwable item, and Cloud can attack from a distance because he has the long-range materia. Red 13 can't do melee though. Not quite sure if anything can be stolen from this guy. Can't even reach it. Nice. Weak against wind. We don't have any wind attacks, though. Remember that limit break attacks will work against the enemy regardless of whether they're out of reach or not. Okay, when this happens... Okay, I'll let this happen. Okay, when the bubble gets formed around one of your characters, what you have to do is attack it. Now, the summon magic did that for us, but ordinarily you'd have to hit it yourself. A little bit like the battle with Reno some time ago. Only in this case you have to attack the bubble directly and not just the character. Oh, this looks bad. Wasn't that bad. Okay, Yuffie's covered in the shell now. This is what I mean. There's Yuffie, there's the shell. You have to hit the shell. Oh, maybe you don't. Let's try magic attack. There, that did it. Loves that big wave attack, doesn't it? I seem to... Oh, okay. There we go. Well, the kid's head was underwater during the entire battle, and that took like 5 minutes, so I'm thinking, yeah, she's dead. Dude, it's CPR and not a friggin' makeout session. Why don't you just do it then? Okay. What you're gonna do is just breathe in and watch the gauge get up, and once it gets to the top, just push the square button and he breathes into Priscilla's mouth. Now, it doesn't matter how long you take to do this. Priscilla is not going to die. They're not gonna just kill some kid. You know, except for maybe all the kids that were in Sector 7. Yeah, they all had to die. And all the kids that were in Nibelheim, they all had to die too. Well, I guess the game is going to kill a bunch of children. You're just not going to watch them die, like, on camera. Now, if you overdo it, let's see what happens when Cloud breathes too much. Oh, screws that up. We also should be hearing a sound effect that we're not. Something must be wrong with the emulator. This tends to take a little while. Whoops. Ah, there she goes. Any brain damage? I guess her heart was beating too, because we didn't pump. Which is actually the hard part about CPR. That's all you're doing talking about and the kid almost died? Jeez. Some townsfolk you are. Oh, there's that. Now we're gonna go run over here. This lady will be kind enough to let us stay in this house. Well, we're going to rest, and I'll end this episode here, so thanks for watching, and check out the next one.